Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Christelle Martinette with another reading for the month of April. Now, before I tell you how I'm going to go about things, let me just put in a plug for different services because I've had people come over again and again and again, and first-time readers go into a series of patterns. Every 2 weeks they come back for a reading, or every 3 weeks, and it would be wise to come in for a free consultation and talk about the different things that would be best for you, depending on your issues. A lot recently have come to me for past life regression, and a fair amount for hypnotherapy because of certain different issues they've had. But then we saw together that it would be best to either just go to a card reading or just go to soul therapy. And in most cases, however, we did go through past life regression. Now, I would consider all of the different services because sometimes it's just not a card reading. What you'll find is that you see patterns in your life. The same things keep happening over and over again. People come to me and say, I just can't find I just can't keep love in my life, or even no matter how I try. And others keep telling me there's illness there. It recurs often, and or my dreams, I've had nightmares over and over and over again. So every issue is different. But then most of the times, a lot of the times, just a card reading will do. So now, what are we going to do this month? This month I have here my tools, as always, but I'm thinking of doing it this way, and it will be different. It will be tailor-made for every sign, I think. So I have here my picture postcards, the fine arts picture postcards, then my Silver Witchcraft Tarot, and then my Vera Sibilla cards. And of course I'll have on hand the Neapolitan cards should I need them, and crown the reading this time with my antler runes. You know that antlers fall off, and there was a wonderful woman who crafts these. They're beautiful and they're very easy to see. So on to the next, happy birthday, Aries. On to our readings for April. Hi Taurus, it's your turn for April 2017. Let's start with these fine arts paintings and see what's in store for you for the month of April, Taurus. What's in store for the month of April for Taurus? What's in store for the month of Taurus, friends? Well, I'm going to open all of them first, but there definitely is movement in the romance department in a couple. A lot of coming and going, a lot of interaction at a couple level. Well, yes, a lot of talk. Look, I'll be taking this one at a time, of course, but what I'm seeing is there's a lot of talk, a lot of reasoning around the idea of, and I keep saying this, I remember that Taurus, taking it up one level, taking it to the next level, taking your relationship to the next level. I'm seeing that again, and unfortunately there are things that hold you down, and I believe that it could be the female in the couple who makes you reason about financial difficulties now, for what I'm seeing. Now, first of all, let me show you these, and in the fine arts paintings, I'm definitely seeing the male does want to take it to the next level, and that there's no doubt about that. And it is the female of the couple, for those of you who are coupled and partnered, who is staying back. And no matter what, no matter how close and tight you are, there is on the surface, okay, we're talking about surface, superficial problems, and I'll call them superficial when they're not spiritual problems, even though money is a spiritual good. I always say that. There is this superficial financial issue that your companion or you yourself, if you're the Taurus, bring to light. Now, there is, however, the female component of the relationship does offer much solace in the idea that, look, we are riding a huge, important wave in this period, just having met each other, just being together. Please remember that. Just don't throw me into, don't push me. I'm the female component may be younger. I'm seeing a very young energy here. But the person is very intelligent in the sense that either you or the companion, you're saying that there is a rainbow-like quality to the relationship. There's a rainbow-like quality to the progression, to the development of your relationship. And, well, let me show you these cards. This is Renoir, the dancing couple, dancing in the country. And you can see that right there. It's like a sort of country style. You can see that. Flowers in a Crystal Vase by Edouard Manet. The destruction of the Danish fleet before Copenhagen. Eckersberg. Vincent van Gogh, the irises. Now, the irises, this is quite an interesting, you have to remember, maybe you don't know, but the Greek goddess Iris was a messenger on a mount, on Mount Olympus, and she would take messages from the eye of heaven to the earth by the arc of the rainbow. And the eye of heaven was the center of the eye, so the iris symbolizes this, and each of us carries a piece of heaven in us. It's the symbol of the idea and the message. The iris is also symbolic of royalty, and I believe that it is the female component who is trying to again remind us that this is already, we are king and queen. We are kings, we are queens, we are already there. Why do we have to label it, let's go to live together, let's buy a car together, let's have a house together, Why do we have to do that when we are just fine? And the last here is Klimt, The Kiss, in his golden period. It's about 1908, 1909. And again, here too, it's not by chance that these both have come out this way. Look at the face of the woman. And it has to do with finance, the golden period. Okay. Now, my Silver Witchcraft Tarot paint a picture that in one way echoes the postcards here. But let me show you, because there are 3, 3, and 2 cards. And first I have the 4 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. So that is a progression. And typically we know that the 4 of Swords is a waiting period, okay? Now, even if in this card we see something being deposed on a grave, it is a waiting period. Rest, rest in peace, resting. Here's the 5 of Swords, where there is sort of a confrontation. Now, that signals a wait, but being swords, and there is another sword, the King of Swords. Okay, King of Swords. The King of Swords is a powerful sword. It's a very quick sword. In the couple, he may be the one who goes ahead without even telling the companion, or starts just for his own. It could be yours. It could be you, Taurus, because it's here difficult. When we talk about the male, the female, it could be you or it could be the partner. Now, here I also have 3 different cards. I have the Queen of Wands here. And the Knight of Swords, which is in the middle, which stops at nothing. Who stops at nothing? And right next to that is the Fool card. And of course, I do see the male component just rushing ahead with plans, doing, buying, planning, without telling the partner. Out of love, the Ace of Cups, but we have the Tower after that. And the Tower does remind us that it's a tango that we need to dance together. It takes two to tango, Taurus. Takes two to tango, Taurus. Listen to that. I'm going to take a few Neapolitan cards over this. Yeah, okay. Look. The Three of Pentacles, the Five, the Seven. Seven is the last of the numbered cards in the deck. The Seven of Cups and the Two of Wands. There is an antagonistic nature here concerning finance. There's no want for money, okay? It's not that. It is planning, doing something that is, a little bit beyond your reach. One party would like to purchase something on installments, the other would not, something like that. But ultimately, that is where the bow breaks. And so that would be wise to remember. Now, I've got here an interesting thing. And on the one hand, I see things that need to be revamped. And on the other, I see that there are, this is a time, the month of April, to, yes, discuss it, but don't bury it in discussion. Just move along and enjoy yourself. Here, what do I have here? I've got the domestico, the house domestic, the bambino, the child, and the dottore. There are many of you, there are many of you who, I'm having slippery fingers here. There are many of you who would like to have a child, for those of you who are in childbearing age, but there are others who do not, who may have lost a child and want to start again, even if you cannot, because of financial reasons. But what I'm seeing here is discussion around the notion of changing house, moving in together, getting an apartment together, but changing the status of the couple in some way. Again, I have here two cards, which this is a consoling surprise, consolante sorpresa, and morte. Because what I'm seeing is it's as if you had a raise, one of you were offered a raise, and then the light bulb turned on over your head, and you start thinking, now's the time, let's go, And then nothing moves, because the death card tells us that nothing really comes to an end. All right, there's always a transformative nature. Even us as a couple, we want to fight, okay, let's fight. It's not over. It's not over, baby, okay? Why? Because we have fidelity card that tells us so. All right, now let me get to the runes and see what they can add to this spread, Taurus. Okay. There will be confrontation. Yes, there'll be confrontation because there's love there. You need to face the music. You want to wrestle it out. You do want it. You'll always be talking. April is going to be a month of making plans. What do we do? That's going to be with your partner. Of course, I know that everybody out there is not partnered, but you may have an ongoing dialogue with yourself. Me, myself, and I. You constantly think of, should I do this? Should I that? That is a dialogue. That is a dialogue instead of a monologue. There's also around this moving forward. I have Awat's Merc stave, and this is a journeying room, and it's right and Lagos, which is bright stave over the Knight of Swords, and it's telling me that you need to be even though things will go smoothly, and they will go smoothly, even if you have a fight, a spat, they will go smoothly. you need to stay put. You need to be in a place together and make plans on an extended period, over an extended period. And the Nameless Faceless Rune Weird talks about doing things over the full, doing things more attuned to the couple's desires and more attuned to something that you could both live with. I don't want purple walls. Give me white walls. Let's put up purple paintings. You know, something that will, and I'm, you know, using a silly example perhaps for you, but that is the level. When I talked about superficiality, I'm not here. I don't know if I did say, yes, I did, superficiality, not the superficiality of the relationship, but of the nature of things as compared to spirituality. What I do have here is this lovely energy over this King of Swords, which I told you is the fastest moving king. And I'm graced here with the runes of Pedro Brightstave. And it's the king, no matter what, you or your partner will understand. When you come out with a sort of discussion, this is the discussion, this is what we have, you know, you state your case and you are able to convince your partner, even though now is not the moment, Algi's Merkstave, now is not the moment, you both come to an agreement, and it's as if you are graced with the understanding the month of April, Taurus. Now, over the Vera Sibilla cards, I have quite a beautiful story here. Quite a beautiful story. First of all, I have Kinat's Merkstave, and it's over the beginning, the new beginning that you're trying to enact with this person. It's not the time, because you don't see certain things, certain elements that are blind. You're blinded to certain elements, and that is just not, that's life. We don't know the entire truth. You know, we don't know. We're not able to understand everything. Sometimes the cards refuse to tell us everything, and that's because we're not meant to know. But what I have over the Consolantes, Consoling Surprise, and Morte. Consoling Surprise, Rido, Brightstave, moving forward, and Morte Sovilo is the sun. It is a rejuvenation, transforming the couple into a much stronger entity, the month of April. What's up? Fedeltà, the strength of your strength is, there's Wunyo and Daeg. This is a, Gifu. This is a gift, the fidelity that you have. This faith, it's more faith than fidelity here in this spread. And what is going to bring you forward and make you ultimately understand that your position may have been without caution is the fact that you understand once again that it is the product of your love with that person. It is the coming together, and that third element, it's not yours, it's not theirs, but that third creation is what will ultimately bring you your gift of understanding, your gift of hope, not only faith. I hope this was extremely difficult, Taurus, to plumb this reading, but it was quite clear to me. I hope this was of help to you, Taurus, and until we read together again, bye-bye.